If you are a Canadian or Mexican citizen and you are looking to work in the United States, or you have already received a job offer to work in the United States and want to verify whether or not the job offer you've been given or the job that you're looking into would qualify for TN status, here's a straightforward way to be able to verify your qualifications and whether or not that job also would qualify for TN status to work in the United States. First thing you need to do is check to see if the job that you've been offered in the United States appears on the USMCA occupations list. And the list has multiple professions that qualify for TN status: engineers, accountants, computer systems analysts, scientists, teachers, and other approved roles to work in the United States under TN status. So it's important to first verify, is the job offer for an occupation on the list, or is it closely related to one of those occupations on the list? If it's not, that could be a red flag as to whether or not this job offer would qualify for TN status. It may indicate that you might need a different visa type, such as an H-1B visa, for example. Second, confirm that your qualification match the qualifications for that visa under the occupations list. So, accountant, for example, an accountant indicates that you must have a degree in accounting or a closely related field, or licensure as an accountant. And every occupation on the list indicates what the minimum qualifications and requirements are for that occupation. So after you find your occupation on the list, then look to the right-hand side on that list to determine whether or not your qualifications, your credentials, your education experience match what is listed on that occupations list. The final thing is make sure your job offer meets TN standards. Most of the time when you receive a job offer from an employer, it is simply an offer of employment. It is not drafted for TN application purposes, and it does not have the information that a border officer requires in order to make a determination on the approvability of a TN for you. So at a minimum, it should be from a U.S. entity on their U.S. letterhead that contains their contact information. It must be for an approved TN occupation. It must have in detail your job duties. It must indicate the length of employment in the United States with a start date and end date. It must indicate your salary, the location, your qualifications. All of this information must be included in that offer letter. And in our experience, most offer letters from employers do not contain the level of information necessary for a border officer to make a determination on your qualification for TN status. And in those cases, we assist our clients in drafting what we refer to as a support letter that meets these requirements, and to ensure that our clients are properly prepared with proper documentation before they apply for TN status at a port of entry. So if you go through these 3 simple steps, first verify, is your occupation on the list? Do you have the minimum qualifications as listed under the USMCA? And do you have a properly drafted support letter before you apply for TN status? If you have any questions about the application process or need assistance, we have handled thousands of TN applications for both Canadian and Mexican citizens, and we'd be glad to assist you.